So, Liverpool play Man City at the weekend. 4:30 kickoff on Sunday, I think it is. I'm recording this on Friday. I'm going to be away for the weekend for my birthday, but I'll be watching the game at some point. And, well, I can't help but feel like this is a massive game for Liverpool, to be honest. If we win this game, I feel like we'll be fully back in terms of confidence and just in terms of everyone really underestimating us recently. I mean, obviously we lost a few games in a row. We looked a bit out of sorts, but reverting back to the system from last season, we looked so much more solid, so much more like there's a lot more familiarity in the team. The link-up play looks better. Salah looks a bit less out of sorts because he's got players around him that actually kind of know how he wants to play and can play with him more effectively. Over the past few games, I think the formation and the personnel in those specific positions has been really good. The Real Madrid game, I thought Wirtz on the left wing was absolutely perfect because it gives him that freedom with less defensive responsibility. Ekitike still looked good, but largely the same team as last season, which, by the way, won the league by quite an easy run, to be honest. Quite an easy going time of it. Arsenal were never really in it at all, were they, last season? So, to be honest, reverting back to last season's selection and team and setup makes a lot of sense, and I think we have to go with the same team against Man City because they are looking quite formidable at the minute. Obviously, if you stop Haaland, you'll basically stop them scoring, which is what we've done pretty much every time we played them, to be honest. But this one is at the Etihad. It's going to be a big game. I think it'll probably be a draw, if I'm being completely honest, or Man City might win, but I think the performance is probably more important than the result, in my opinion. I'd love for us to win because I think it would set us up really nicely to start chasing down Arsenal after this bad streak that we've been on. I think Arsenal will probably, once their set pieces start running out of goals, they're probably going to start drawing games and not winning because they don't look very good from open play, if I'm honest. They're such a terrible watch. They're basically relying solely on corners and free kicks and throw-ins to get their goals at the minute, which is just, it's just not the kind of football that I'm used to with Liverpool, to be honest. But overall, I think this is going to be a big game. I think the performance, like I said, matters more than the result, but the result would be fantastic and would be a huge statement. Obviously, it's interesting. Everyone's been showing that graphic from last season. We played Villa, Real Madrid and Man City almost at this time last year, and we won all three of them 2-0, I think it was. So history could repeat itself this year because we've already got 2 wins in a row. Obviously, Real Madrid was only 1-0, but beggars can't be choosers. But obviously, it seems like a big game now for Liverpool. After winning against Villa and looking quite good, winning against Real Madrid and looking really promising, I think going into this Man City game, if we can play even half as well as we did against Real Madrid in terms of limiting them offensively and also controlling the game and going at them offensively really quite incisively and just looking really solid and full of energy, I think we've got a good chance, to be honest. So it's going to be a really interesting game. I'm really hoping that we win because I think it would be absolutely essential, really, if we want to be keeping tabs on Arsenal going into the Christmas period. Beating Man City also pegs them back as well because they are obviously right there with us as well. But overall, a big game, but I think we could probably do it. I think we can probably win. Judging by that Real Madrid game, obviously I watched Man City versus Dortmund and they basically dismantled them, but Dortmund looked well out of sorts and not really up to the standards that you would have expected for Champions League teams. They just looked very, very open, even though they had 5 at the back. They were just getting ripped apart by the wingers, which is something that didn't happen to us against Real Madrid, which I think is a positive that you could take. Obviously, you'd expect Vinicius Jr. to be getting some change out of Bradley, and he got nothing out of him at all. Robertson on the other side looked very, very solid, gave absolutely nothing away. We basically gave no chances away for the whole game. So obviously it was at home, though, so I'm expecting it to be much tougher at the Etihad, because Anfield has been a bit of a fortress for us, really, especially in the Champions League for a long time. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm going to keep this video pretty short because honestly, I'm just rambling on a bit here to give you a video. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.